Oh, I guess I'd say they could be covering TNA. I'll tell you that right now, man. What a fucking dud that show was last night with their debut episode on AMC. But it is what it is. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode Lucas E. Allen 1018 on YouTube with your Friday Night Smackdown. Not January 16th, 2026 review, your January 9th, 2026 review. I know technically I'm going head to head with SmackDown, even though at the time it kind of was taped at 3 o'clock, being the East Coast, obviously. So in London, England, to say the least. But to say the least, it is what it is. I'm trying so hard to get back to topics to say, so to hopefully get back to, on-time scheduling, obviously. Policy is not working out, obviously, because, you know people. It is what it is. For anything, follow me on social media and today's Xcyrus accounts on Twitter and Instagram. We're Wrestling Limits on Twitter and Instagram, and also Lucas E. Allen on Instagram and TikTok. Say at least. Watch on YouTube today's upload. Hit the like button today's podcast. Hit the subscribe button. You've done so already. Turn the bell for our post notifications and upload on YouTube. And always leave a comment with my Friday Night Smackdown January 9th, 2026 review. I want to get started with today's review because, my goodness, man. Other than the last two matches on the show, with the United States Championship match and obviously the Drew McIntyre finally win the WWE Championship from Cody Rhodes. Besides those two matches, this show fucking sucked. This fucking sucked, man. What do you want me to fucking say? No, outside the two matches that were good with Carmelo Hayes and Shinsuke Nakamura and Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, the last two things discussed on the show, this whole fucking review is going to be tough to get those last two matches. That's how bad the fucking show was, other than the two matches I just mentioned. But it is what it is. Let's get started right now, shall we, please? It's my goodness, man. This show fucking sucked, other than the two matches I already mentioned. After a quick intro, Randy Orton made his way to the ring for his first real promo. Obviously, he returned last week at RKO and The Miz. Since returned last week, he had an RKO on The Miz, like I just mentioned, without saying a word. Before Orton could even get into his sentences, Trick Williams interrupted him. He came out dressed for his match with Rey Fenix, but he wanted to trade words with Orton first. Williams said it was 2026, not 2006, which seemed to indicate that he thinks Orton should step aside for newer guys. Orton said he sees a star in Williams, but he made the mistake of interrupting Orton. As expected, things eventually got 10-10s and turned into a fight. Orton hit a few punches and draping DDT on Trick Williams. The Miz attacked Orton from behind, but Orton turned his finisher into an RKO. Turned his finisher into an RKO, you get the point. A big fat motherfucking C. Nothing can make me care about this fucking shit. Love Randy Orton, like Trick Williams quite a bit, future star in the company for years to come. I don't really care for Miz, obviously, but whatever, bro. This fucking... Who cares? This is supposed to be a show that you get, into and to start the show with stuff set the tone. Like I said, tell you how many times later in the night does do that. Absolutely fucking no. Basically, copy and paste last week's for the second of this first SmackDown, 1st of January. Copy and paste, but you had Trick Williams involved with this, so you basically got the same fucking segment. Fucking boring. And the last week's segment's not even that great in general. Or the second, you get the point. This is fucking boring. A big fat C. That's all I can give you. That's all I can give you, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on, Trick Williams, speaking of Dell, he defeats Rey Fenix. Slightly better than a C+. That's all I can give you. It was a decent, okay match. Like Trick, like I said, by the way, there's also now a number one contendership tournament for the Undisputed WWE Championship. You can crown I believe it's Saturday night's main event. For obviously the 25th or 24th of January this month. Whatever, bro. It is what it is. So we're gonna get into that part. Hopefully, like next week's show. Let's say at least matches like I think Matt Cardona and Trick Williams on that. I got Sami Zayn, Ilya Dragunov, Randy Orton, The Miz, and I believe Damian Priest and Solo Sikoa. Ugh, that match sounds fucking even. Oh my god, that just sounds like two terrible clash of styles. I like Priest, I just don't care for Solo Sikoa. I just don't care. I mean, like Randy Orton and The Miz, like that. So you're like, what the fuck are we doing here? I get that we're trying to come up with contenders for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Now, Drew McIntyre, spoiler, won this championship on the show. But still, bro. How can you make me care? How can you make me care, dude? It is what it is. They're probably getting, like, I think Sami Zayn's probably winning this tournament, probably. And I get Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed WWE Championship, the Royal Rumble. But in that case, I don't know if I like that, honestly. Unless you're getting, like, a potential, like, Cody Rhodes getting the back to championship from Drew McIntyre before WrestleMania. You could probably get to see, like, a heel Cody Rhodes maybe against a babyface Sami Zayn. That'd be pretty good if you ask me. I doubt we see that, obviously, though, but wait, fine with that. I'm going to see implications for WrestleMania. But this match, you know, I don't mostly care about the other matches compared to this fucking match. You'd think it'd be a fun match on paper. It was not. It was just very mid, if you ask me. I like Trick Williams quite a bit, but Ray Phoenix is a talented pro wrestler. It's hard to care about him right now, honestly. So that's why I get to C+. Moving on to Julia, the reigning defendant. It was a major fucking board track. I haven't had a lot of those in a while. Moving on to Julia, the reigning defendant WWE Women's United States Champion. Defeats Alexa Bliss to retain the WWE Women's United States Championship. Thanks to Lash Legend costing Bliss the match, and after the match, Legend and Nia Jax beat down Bliss more, concluding Nia Jax and Annihilator on Alexa Bliss. Another C+. This is actually not like a bad match per se. I love Alexa. I like Julia quite a bit. This is a pretty good first match. You can get a defense of Julia at the second run, the Women's United States Champion. That's a pretty good defense, and one of the bigger babyfaces in the company in the women's division, Alexa Bliss. I like that. And getting a successful defense on run. Technically, it wasn't clean, obviously. You got Lash Legend, Kiana James of all at ringside. But this, at least they're trying something with Julia. But I did hear something, but I believe on this week's SmackDown was the 16th of January, where I heard that Julia is be teaming with Kiana James to take on Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, who will be returning next week on SmackDown. And I believe Nia Jax and Lash Legend for number one contendership for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Or are they adding another tag team for Saturday night's main event? Or just going to do it after Liv of Roxanne against Rhea? I don't fucking know, honestly. It looked kind of stupid, honestly. And it's even more stupid having Julia team up with Kiana for this shit. Have her worry about her own championship before you worry about the women's tag team titles, dude. Come on, bro. That's so dumb. Whatever, dude. Whatever. This is not that bad of a match to say. It's just the reason why it's a lower grade, because it's just like, who the fuck wants to see Nia Jax and Lash Legend feuding Alexa and even Charlotte, honestly? I'm still don't get the hype for Lash and Nia Jax to the tag team. I like Lash Legend as a singles wrestler. I just don't give a flying fuck for Nia Jax. I'm sorry, people. I cannot care. I cannot seriously give a single solitary fuck about Nia Jax. I just don't care. I just don't care. This gets a C+, a very good C+, though, if you're asking for a match standpoint. On to the MFTs. Oh my god, bro. Oh, talk about boring. Somehow people like this fucking shit. 6 minutes, flying fuck match. The MFTs and the Y6. Oh, joy, oh, joy, oh, joy. The MFTs defeat the Y6. A big fat C. Oh my goodness, man. Who fucking cares? I told you, it's going to be a chore to get the last 2 matches on the show, bro. We got one more good to go before we get to that. Oh my god, man. Who fucking asked for this bullshit fucking feud? Who no one cares about? I like the Wyatt Six. I do. But when you feud them with the fucking MFTs, like, who cares? What are we doing here, man? And into 6-man tag, I'm gonna get a flying fuck match on top of that. It should even be a lower grade. Oh my god, man. How can anybody seem to fucking care about this feud? I can't stand the MFTs. I really can't. They are fucking boring. Or me watching paint dry, honestly. Not a fan of the MFTs whatsoever. The ridiculous face paint they have. And everybody but named Solo Sikoa. JC Mato Yamighty. Tamatonga, Tongaloa, Talatonga. How many fucking guys do you need in MFTs? And how many times did I fucking see this bullshit on my television screen? Fucking ridiculous. A big fat C. Shall I move on to something even worse, honestly? You know, I love Jade Cargill and Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace defeats Alba Fire. I didn't love Alba Fire too, but she's just... What are we doing, Brace? This is going to be complete opposite with stuff to say, at least. Alba Fire is just nothing but a fucking mega jobber at this. It is fucking sad. Jordynne Grace defeats Alba Fire, and after the match, Jade Cargill, the reigning defending WWE Women's Champion, came out and talked some trash to Grace. This, my friend, is an overall grade of a C-. Although, shout out to Jade's lovely. I love women in jeans, and Jade Cargill is a natural beauty, bro. I love me some Jade Cargill. I take a lot of flack from me and Jade Cargill. I felt like I see my Stars Twitter account. Oh god, I'm getting fucking slammed with something because I praised Jade Cargill's beauty, bro. All because I praised the lovely lady that Jade Cargill is. The gorgeous woman that she is. God forbid a fucking opinion, though, on women like Jade Cargill. Not even like a bad opinion either. It's like a good opinion defending Jade Cargill. But you got their haters coming after me and her. I'm like, dude, I don't give a flying fuck for you. Just get the fuck off my timeline. If you don't care about her, why are you commenting under my shit that you don't give a fuck about? I don't understand that type of mentality from the idiot wrestling community, if you ask me. Anyways, though, I'm a big Jade Cargill fan. I definitely take a lot of flack, like you freaking tell, obviously. But still, I'm a big Jade fan. I love Jordynne Grace, too. This match should probably be freaking pretty decent for Jade. You can probably hopefully get her first defense under her belt. I think she's never even defended the championship yet, the women's championship. She has 70 plus days, 75 is it today, right? She's yet to defend this title once. Granted, she posted defense against Mia Yim, leaving for the 2nd of January for SmackDown 2026. But Mia Yim obviously got hurt, obviously. But even then, who asked for that in general? I love Mia Yim. Yeah, I love Jay, too. But we need some, bigger, established, names, with, I don't know, Jordynne Grace here. Obviously, Jordan's not going to win the championship. I mean, kind of, not great for her. She's taking a lot of L's for the World Championships. Whether it's NXT, Women's Championship, right on SmackDown. But it's Nelly building up to Bianca Belair, but Hulk will probably coming back at the Royal Rumble match. She's probably not that finger injury, still bucking her, I guess. I'm seeing Instagram to say at least. Probably looking at her and Jay at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. And that's obviously the match to do, obviously. But Jordynne Grace being an opponent for Jade, in the meantime, finally something at least established names to face Jade Cargill. Didn't care for the segment, didn't care for the match between her and Alba Fire. But still, at least we get something, at least for Jade becoming at least a competitor for her championship to the face. That's sellable to me. That is to be interesting to say, at least. It'd be a nice match to say. So hopefully Jordynne Grace can bring out a good match for Jade Cargill as a women's champion. Because right now, Jade can definitely use those types of wrestlers, to say at least. A few for her. In the meantime, for inevitable Bianca Belair return. But this gets a C- also because of that. But because of the Alba Fire squash match. The poor Alba, man. What a fucking... just complete fall to face Europe Alba Fire has been. I feel so sorry for her. Moving on to Carmelo Hayes. So finally, the two final things that great on the show is finally some good freaking shit, though. Minus one praise to have for Jade and Jordynne Grace, honestly, for at least a contender for Jade in the Women's Championship. Moving on to Carmelo Hayes, the reigning defending WWE Men's United States Champion. 2 United States Championship matches on the Southern Corner, 1 World Championship match. 3 championship matches on this SmackDown show. It'll still be a bad grade, though, obviously. Carmelo Hayes, the reigning defending Men's United States Champion for WWE, beat Shinsuke Nakamura to retain the WWE Men's United States Championship in the latest Men's United States Championship Open Challenge. Pretty freaking fun. Probably Nakamura's best match he had in a long fucking time, at least from WWE standpoint. I know he wrestled for Pro Wrestling Noah a couple of years ago, to say at least. I mean, you have to find those matches out, to say at least. But this was the best Nakamura match in a long time. Best Nakamura match for a long time. And obviously, right out coming, Carmelo Hayes retained the United States Championship. I did hear the latest one he had this week on the 16th of January for SmackDown. I think we wrestled Leon Slater, I think. I can't wait to check that match out. I mean, damn, bro. That'd be freaking great. Definitely looking forward to check that out for next week's show for a SmackDown review. But this week's show, we obviously got Nakamura, Townsend, and Carmelo Hayes. This was a pretty fun match. Gave it a B+. Finally, something good on this damn show. Finally, something good to sell something into on the show. Good match if you ask me. A very good match if you ask me. Give it a B+. Moving on to Drew McIntyre, your main event here. The shock outcome of all we've been waiting for this match to say at least. Drew McIntyre finally defeats Cody Rhodes. In the main event is 3 stages of hell match to win the undisputed WWE Championship. Give it an A-. By far their best match these two have had. And definitely the right outcome, with Drew McIntyre winning the championship. Granted, it should have happened at least the earliest WrestlePalooza, or even the Saturday night's main event for November 1st of 2025. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. As long as this man finally gets that undisputed WWE Championship, whatever. It took something how long to get here, but still, finally. Finally, he has climbed the mountain. We regained a world championship somehow at least a decent run with. In a perfect world, this man holds the championship at least 2 WrestleMania. At minimum, he can drop it title at WrestleMania. I just don't see that happen. I don't see Cody Rhodes not going as WrestleMania 42 as the undisputed WWE champion. Where he faces Roman Reigns, where he faces Sami Zayn, where he faces CM Punk, potentially loses the World Heavyweight Championship at Braun Breaker eventually. Where it's another Drew McIntyre match, a multi-person match, probably Roman involved, waiting fine with that. But this is the right outcome. This is the right outcome. What we can do after is what? You can just Drew can be just done, honestly, at the World Championship. Like, dude, this man's been chasing the world titles, I don't know how many different times, 5 times now before this match, and he has failed every single time. And the one time he won it at WrestleMania 40 at the World Heavyweight Championship, he got cashed out in 5 minutes, so I think it was a screw job by CM Punk, with Damian Priest involved, as Mr. Money in the Bank. Dude, how many times is Drew going to fail and when we can take him seriously ever again? I know a man's been a world champion a couple times before this, but still. And that's been 5 years ago at this rate? Oh my god, that's fucking crazy. 2020 was 5 years ago. Now it's 6 years ago, 2026. Or 2020, I think it was last year, 2021. So 5 years, technically. Whatever, get the point. And by the way, Jacob Fatu returned in this match. But towards the steel cage match involved, first of all, McIntyre got the win first in a normal match. And then Cody Rhodes got the win, followed the second, the 2 falls count anywhere. Now see the steel cage match is the final one. And Drew won thanks to a distraction from Jacob Fatu. McIntyre escaped the steel cage with the victory. And the undisputed WWE Championship. Good for Drew, bro. Very good for Drew, if you ask me. Finally wins probably not even just the World Heavyweight Championship. He won even a bigger title, the World Undisputed WWE Championship. Where he holds the title for long, so remains to be seen. I guess in a perfect world, he holds that championship going into WrestleMania. I just don't see that happen. I don't see Cody Rhodes not going as WrestleMania as the Undisputed WWE Champion. It would just be kind of shocking, honestly, to me. Not that I want to complain about that. The chase is probably better for him than going as a champion, but still. Just look at last year, that John Cena build-up. But still. We ain't fine with that, but Drew McIntyre finally wins the Undisputed WWE Championship, and great for him, to say at least. Probably the best match these two men have had during their whole full freaking feud. Just for the meantime, just don't have Cody Rhodes. Obviously, you're not getting Cody versus Drew at the Royal Rumble. You're probably getting like Sami Zayn or Randy Orton against Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. That'd be pretty good if you ask me. Definitely Sami Zayn. Sami will probably lose again. I mean, these men yet to defeat Drew McIntyre in a one-on-one match. And Sheik will probably continue at the Royal Rumble, obviously. So I just don't see Sami Zayn. I don't see Drew dropping that to his first defense against Sami Zayn. If it was against Cody, it'd be a different story. But that's not anybody but Cody. He's probably retaining that championship. So I ain't found that though, to say the least. But this main event was freaking great. And Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes is confirmed for Saturday night's main event the week before the Royal Rumble 2 up on SmackDown for the 16th of this week. January 2026. So that should be fun if you ask me. As you all, and this is the main event because obviously an A-, like I said. Very fun main event if you ask me. As the overall show grade for Friday Night Smackdown January 9th of 2026 is a C+. Although two great matches with B+ and A-, still on a below average show at C+. Not a good show if you ask me from Friday Night Smackdown for its 9th of January for 2026. And anyways, that is your Friday Night Smackdown January 9th, 2026 review. And Lucas C. Allen 1018 on YouTube to say the least. Thank you all for watching. Lucas C. Allen 1018 on YouTube for, to say the least, your Friday Night Smackdown January 9th of 2026 review. Like I said, Billy 1 times in this review. Apologize for getting this out so late. I know it's obviously SmackDown actually took place, obviously, for the 16th of January. I've been freaking busy still to say the least. Obviously, like, content has been taking up a lot of my time, too. Not just personal stuff, but content in general. Obviously, the Reels and Instagram Reels, TikTok videos, YouTube Shorts to say the least. It goes in a lot to this content business, not going to lie, people. And I also deal with personal shit at the same time, obviously, as well. But enough of that. I am out. Take care. Love you all big time to say the absolute least.